Conferences clash in Week 13 as the football team visits the Raiders. Washington's on a 3-game win streak in the series against Las Vegas and looking to add one more. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Washington football team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now as we're underway in Week 13. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw, Tannehill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 24 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Herbert completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's brought down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Tannehill on 1st down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Tannehill. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Herbert. gets into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Man open is Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Herbert's throw complete here to Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 5 catches, 58 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert now. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Not much there, only a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Herbert back to the air. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Robinson's got it. And some room to work. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offensive action.
Don't want to attack them. See how they attack them here.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A nice little juke. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, he's daytime. He's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he's able to get out there quick and fire away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Off play action, Tannehill.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
That'll be caught by Rodgers.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
First down, Washington.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Tannehill now to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
McCaffrey slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Open man left side. It's a tight end man, Hurts. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Herbert on third down now. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Tannehill on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tannehill. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tannehill. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. That caught by Manhurts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 15 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
2nd and 5.
46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 6, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Kamara now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Tannehill on 3rd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From his goal line here, Tannehill.
There's Manhurts, the tight end.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's complete to Robinson. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter,
standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off here, the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Tannehill. He'll find Reynolds over the middle.
Josh Reynolds.
Let's go!
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
And Washington first down.
Tannehill throwing again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The quick slant caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Akers. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen. That'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Herbert. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th. Herbert looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Herbert. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Herbert. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McPherson's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's get it. 56 to Mike. 56.
Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Herbert gonna throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Herbert to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
56. Check 56. Ricky.
Throwing, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington is going to win the football game. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Washington, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.